My husband said I was overreacting when his best friend slept in our bedroom. That sentence changed how I saw my marriage forever. Because how do you explain to a grown man that another woman sleeping in your matrimonial bed is not something a wife should ignore? But before I tell you how everything happened, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment where you're watching from. My name is Esther, and I was raised to endure. Growing up, my mother believed a woman's strength was her ability to stay quiet. She used to say, "A peaceful home is better than being right." So I learned early that speaking up was dangerous. If someone offended me, I smiled. If I was treated unfairly, I endured. By the time I met Gabriel, silence already lived inside me. Gabriel was confident, well-spoken, the kind of man people admired. When he introduced me to Amina, he did it casually. "This is Amina," he said. "She's like my sister." Amina smiled and hugged him tightly. "So you're Esther," she said. "I've heard so much about you." "All good things, I hope," I replied. She laughed. "Of course." I smiled. I didn't know that hug was my first warning. Everyone thought Gabriel would marry Amina. They had history, chemistry, comfort. So when he chose me instead, people were shocked. Even Amina. She laughed and said, "Well, life is funny." Marriage didn't push her away. It brought her closer. Amina was always around. She came without calling, answered Gabriel's phone, sat beside him like she belonged there. Sometimes I would enter the living room and find her wearing my slippers. When I mentioned it, Gabriel laughed. "Esther, she's free like that." So I stayed quiet. A few months later, I traveled. Just 2 nights. My aunt was sick, and my mother asked me to come along. Before I left, Gabriel said, "Amina might pass by to check on the house." I nodded. I had learned not to question statements that were already decisions. I returned earlier than planned. The journey was stressful. All I wanted was my bed. When I opened the door, the house smelled different. Full of perfume. Not mine. I dropped my bag slowly and walked toward the bedroom. The door was slightly open. I pushed it and froze. Amina was asleep on my bed. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. What do you think Esther should do?